Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Today we're going to mix things up a little bit here on the channel and just open up some shards. I have 41 Ancients, 9 Voids, and 2 Sacreds. We're going to open up every single one of them in today's video, but first, let me make room in my champion collection. Alright, now we have some room, guys. Going to start out by opening 1 Ancient, that way we can open 40 afterwards. So here it goes, or at least 30 before I have to make room again. And nothing to note of there. So here we go. I'm feeling lucky today. I'm feeling lucky. I lost all my life savings in the stock market, so I'm gonna have some good luck in Raid Shadow Legends, right? I'm exaggerating, of course, but you know. So Jarang and Terror Beast. Okay, 2 guys that I don't have. Excited about that. Jarang attacks 1 enemy, ignore 25% of the target defense, nice on the A1. And then we have attacks 1 enemy 2 times, 50% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, alright, on the A2. And then Ascended on the A3, attacks 3 times at random, each has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack and a decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. Sounds pretty solid for a clan boss champion on a 3-turn cooldown. Definitely Jarang. Okay, now that I see his kit, I already know him, but he's definitely solid for a clan boss for sure. I don't think I'll need him, but it's nice to have those abilities, the defense and the attack down on the same ability. And Terror Beast has the reflect damage. He's good for a Fire Knight, so I'm glad to finally pull him. He's one of the final, like, serviceable epics in one kind of niche area in the game. In Terror Beast, attacks 1 enemy, 20% chance of increasing the cooldown of one of the target skills by 1 turn. Then it has 2 times at random, 30% reflect damage buff on all allies for 3 turns on a 3-turn cooldown when booked. So super solid for Fire Knight. 1 enemy 2 times, fully heals this champion if the target is killed by this attack, places a stun debuff for 2 turns if the target survives. So there we go. There's Terror Beast. Let's go ahead and move on to the next 10 here, guys. Our last legendary was Queen Ava, who we did a guide on yesterday here on the channel, in case you missed that. She is a campaign beast. We got it to 6-second speed farming in Brutal on campaign. And Atur, he is a barbarian magic affinity. Attacks 1 enemy, 40% chance of placing a provoke buff for 1 turn. Then has attacks 2 times at random. Each has a 50% chance of placing a provoke buff for 1 turn. Okay, a lot of provoke going on here. And that's it. The rest is just passives. Heals this champion by 50% of their max HP and places a counterattack buff on this champion for 2 turns when hit with a critical hit. Pretty solid. And then the other passive is immune to stun, freeze, and sleep debuffs. Only available when Callie is on the same team. So it's Callie's companion there. I'm not sure if he's as good as her, but he's interesting. Let's go into the next 10. And we have, so far, all right, I guess, but still want one of those juicy legendaries. And this one looks to be all rares. Let's go ahead and make some room. Be right back. All right, we're back at it with another 10 here. No more making room this video. We'll be good to go. So let's see. What do we have here? Another epic. We got Grim Skin. We already have, but we'll take a look at them. Got a couple Kales, couple Apothecaries, and that's going to be it. So no legendaries out of the first wave of Ancients. Attacks 1 enemy, 40% chance of placing a decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. Attacks 1 enemy 2 times. Each has a 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff for 1 turn. 40% chance of placing a provoke debuff on all enemies for 1 turn if the first one is placed. And then attacks all enemies, 80% chance of removing 1 random buff from each target. Yeah, nothing crazy there to write home about on Grim Skin. Let's go to the Voids. We'll end with the Sacreds here. So we have 9 to open. Here they go. We have a small percentage here of getting a legendary. Bulwark comes up first. Clan Boss, he's got a good scoring Clan Boss there. Why? HP burn with the weaken. And when attacked, 30% chance of extending the duration of all debuffs on the attacker by 1 turn. Okay, so the debuff extension, you can see why. And he's got, I like his armor here. I kind of like the look of Bulwark. Let's go ahead and go on to the next one. We have another rare. Dude, my shard opening videos suck. It's Eviscerator. Eviscerator has another pretty good ratings here in Clan Boss. Nothing crazy though. Let's take a quick look. One enemy 2 times with the weak version of Poison. Then we have attacks AoE on the A2, 50% chance of placing a 30% decreased defense buff. And then the passive attacks an enemy champion with a default skill whenever they are healed or receive a buff. Attacks one random enemy multiple times. Multiple enemies are healed or receive a buff at the same time. So if it happens on an AoE, only attacks one. Interesting. And then crit rate 16% in the arena, whatever, right? All right, so she's all right, I guess. All right. Let's see. Okay, we got an epic. Oh, look at Whisper. It's the Amazon Prime champion who I did the champion guide on. So if you guys want to see more about Whisper, you can check out that video. A lot of you guys probably have Whisper. Let's see. We got Bloodhorn, a new guy. Pretty crappy ratings across the board here. What does he have? Decreased accuracy, ally protect, and continuous heal. If an ally is hit with a critical hit, oh, it's a passive. It's not too bad, I guess. Whenever an ally is hit with a critical attack, plays a 15% continuous heal on them. Painkeeper, who's actually pretty solid all around, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. We've pulled her like 100 times, but we'll go over it again. One enemy 2 times, fills the champion turn meter by 10%. And then we have attacks all enemies that heals all allies by 15% of this champion's max HP based on her own on the 4-turn cooldown. Not too bad. Decreases the cooldown of all ally skills by 1 turn. So that's Painkeeper for you. 4 more to go, excuse me. Let's see. We got, okay. We got Doomscreech, who's the opposite of Seeker. He's got the shield. Buff equal to 30% max HP of this champion for 2 turns. Damage increases according to this champion's max HP. And then he has fills the turn meter of all allies by 30% and then places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. Ratings are pretty solid in the arena, not so much anywhere else. 3 remaining here on the Voids. Come on, come on! That's not gold! That's blue. And we got Harvester here. Harvester has really solid ratings for the most part. Let's see. Yeah, let's take a look at Harvester. Attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 35% chance of placing a 15% weaken debuff for 2 turns. The weaker version of weaken. On the A2, attacks 1 enemy, 80% chance of placing a block buffs debuff for 2 turns. Alright. This one better be good. Attacks 1 enemy, 90% chance of increasing the cooldown of 1 of the target skills by 2 turns at random. Meh. I don't know. Why do you guys think Harvester's that good? Is her base stats super high? Interesting. Actually, there's only 79 reviews on her. Not awful, but I wouldn't call her 4.7s across the board, you know? Let's go with Confessor. Confessor scores pretty solid reviews. 1 enemy, 15% chance on the turn meter. We have attacks all AoE, 70% chance of placing a 50% decreased accuracy buff. And then has attacks 1 enemy, 35% chance of granting an extra turn. And that can actually go up to, it looks like 50% there. So, interesting. And 1 more left. Come on, just give me the legendary now. I'll take it, please. Thank you. It's a rare. And it's Malbranch, again, for the 100th time. All right, guys, we got 2 Sacreds left. Here we go. I'm not feeling good about this one all of a sudden. Dude, how many of these shard openings am I going to do here on the channel without getting a legendary? It's insane. Knight Errant. All right. Well, at least he has pretty good scores, I guess. Let's check out the rest here. All right, let's take out look at his kit here. Attacks to 1 enemy, 30% chance of placing a leech debuff for 2 turns. Ignore 30% of the target's defense. Not bad on an A1. Attacks 1 enemy, 60% chance of placing a stun for 1 turn. Resets the cooldowns on each of this champion's skills if the target is killed. That can actually be booked up to a 90% chance of landing that stun, so not too bad. And then we have attacks 1 enemy, 60% chance of placing the strong version of Weaken for 2 turns. Damage is increased by 75% if this champion has full HP. So a good Death Warrant is actually a pretty good starting move for Knight Errant. Here we go, guys. This is the last one. This is it. There it is. Okay. All right. There we go. We got Errol. Hey, we pulled the legendary, guys. Errol's ratings are not that great, as you guys can see. Arena offense is the only area where he scores anything somewhat decent, somewhat respectable. Maybe he'll be a candidate for a buff, but anyway, let's take a look at his kit. We salvaged the video. Attacks one enemy, places a 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit. 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit. I want to take a look at his base stats in just a moment for with you guys too. One enemy 3 times, extra 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit. You guys get it. Each hit has a 50% chance to ignore defense. That's solid. That's solid, right? On a 3-turn cooldown nonetheless. So you can build him with 70% crit rate, so you can take off the crit rate gauntlets, put on crit damage, and just go for a nasty powerhouse, right? He's hitting 3 times. Each one has a 50% chance of ignoring defense. That makes him a real heavy hitter in the arena. I think that's his arena score. I think I might build him out. Steals all buffs from a target enemy, then attacks the target. Has an extra 30% chance again of getting that crit rate up there. And that's on a 3-turn cooldown as well. So not too bad. I wonder how hard he hits. It's damage based on attack. Aura is attack in all dungeons by 35%. He is a Sacred Order. Let's check him out here, guys, in the old index. So Sacred Order, here he goes. He's my first Sacred Order legendary. Check it out. All right, so his base stats, his base attack is actually high, right? Let's take a look here. Actually, nope. His base attack is 1674, which is really respectable, really high. His speed is 104, which is pretty solid for a legendary. It's solid. Defense is pretty low and HP is pretty low, so that's about it there. You're getting solid crit damage. We're going to build him to be kind of a glass tank, just hitting incredibly hard. Maybe we'll try him out as kind of like alongside Mountain King and just be like 2 Force Affinity heavy hitters on the same team. Let me know what you guys think of Errol on the team here, guys. And hey, we pulled a legendary, so I can't complain about bad luck anymore. 16% chance of pulling a legendary. We got it there. Granted, it took us a couple shards. So there we go, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this shard opening video. Again, trying to mix up the content from strategy guides to champion guides to shard openings to anything else we can think of here. So guys, let me know if you have any content ideas. I'm happy to bring that to you in a future video. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.